folks, Gareth here, and this is a nice little boxed Sony Smartwatch 3 running Android Wear, as it says. Okay, so this is the, as you can see here, well, it's quite difficult to focus on. There we go. iFit version. Alright, so it's got like a black rubber band on it. You can also get it with a silver band. The black band comes in various different colours. There's I think there's yellow, and there might be a brownie colour as well, but that might actually be a leather band strap that you can get for it as well. And then there's one which is a steel wrist strap as well. So there's a good amount of configurations for it. What does it show on the back here? Bit of blurb about it, and it's been taped because it's been looked at before by another reviewer. And we'll just try and pop it open and investigate it. Alright, it's got a nice box, obviously on display like that. Bit of plastic just holding it in place. We have in the bottom here a bunch of bits and pieces. We have an activation code to get your phone up and running with it. We have a, what is this, disclaimer type thing, disclaimer of conformity, form or die, Sony information, important information. The Smartwatch 3 looks to be a guide as to how to use it. Download the Android Wear app, how to set up, how to connect. Simple beginner's guide. We dropped the SAR information, and then there's that's about all that's in the bottom there. There's a little added extra, which is Golf Shot Pro. Bit of advertising, I'm guessing, as opposed to the actual app. If memory serves, this is quite an expensive app. There's a promo code on the back there. Have it if you want it. Okay, and there's a little USB charger. Micro USB here, USB here. No plug or anything with it, just this. So plug that into your computer or your connector, wherever you happen to have it. So this is the watch now. It's a bit grimy. Give it a little bit of a wipe on a soft cloth there. And yeah. So looking around it, up here we have what looks like a microphone. It's black, and it's black. There we go. We're just about getting some focus on it there. There we go. Yep. And then some kind of sensor possibly beneath it, light sensor maybe. Can we pop this out? Actually, we can pop it out. Excellent. So the brains of the watch. Yes, excellent. Around here we have a noticeable bezel, and then the screen is inside in the middle. This is a 1.6 inch transreflective display. Transflective, not transreflective, transflective, I do apologise. And it's 320 by 320, so it's a fairly high res screen. You can't really fault it too much for that. I'm sure it looks quite glorious for all the size of it. It comes with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and NFC built into it, which is kind of handy. It's water protected with IP rating of 68, IP68. Okay, so we'll have a quick look around it, and then we'll go into the actual specs that are inside it. So down the bottom here we have what looks like a connector of some description. I'm not sure what it would be for, but there's one there. And then here we have the little USB connector, which you're going to have to use pretty much every day, I would imagine. Sony like to think this has a 2-day battery life, which I suppose Android Wear is a bit more efficient than it used to be whenever it first came out, so it's 2 to 3 days, 2 days at a push, I suppose, 3 days if you were to turn the screen off all the time and use the basic functions on it. You get 1 day out of it if you use it quite a lot. Simple logic there. Alright, on this side we have nothing really of note. This side there is a button here, or at least some kind of pogo plug of some description, but I did notice in the strap there's one here too for this button. Aha! Right, okay, so it uses a button. I wasn't aware of that. I haven't had a smartwatch yet that has a button on it. Aside from the original gear, of course. And then it says Sony on the back. There. The strap that comes with it is a rubberized affair. This is a bit of reinforced plastic inside here to keep the shape. Then we have rubber band down here, holes for adjusting, a rather nice clasp mechanism that works quite well, and then the rubber strap up the other side. Not too much to report on there. And then we simply, nope, we do it the other way around. Just push that in. So, is this accessible whenever you're charging at night? This is the big crux of smartwatches at the moment, is everyone's giving them hell for the way that they charge. That's what it'll look like when you have it beside your bed or wherever it is you happen to be doing the charging. You're probably going to need a longer USB cable if you're keeping it by the bed or whatever, but that's a handy little thing to top it up, I suppose. You could use it with a work computer or in the car, or maybe just a portable charger if you need to top it up as you go. And you have to close that every time. That's going to be annoying, actually. Having to remember to close that. It's not like it clicks closed itself. Okay, so inside here, we'll turn it on. Hopefully there's some juice. There is. We got a bit of a buzz there. Inside here we have an ARM, a quad core ARM A7 1.2 gigahertz processor. It's got 512 megabytes of RAM, sorry, and 4 gigabytes of memory, or ROM, for you to put stuff on, install apps and things. Okay, here we have the front of Android Wear. We're going to go with English in the UK. Connect your watch to a power source. Let's start with pairing to your phone. So we're going to bring in my lovely assistant, my what's this called again? LG G4, and open up Android Wear. We already have an LG G Watch paired to this, so I'm interested to see now actually if we can connect to pair with a new watch. Okay, pairing with watch. In the app, tap this watch code. There we go, we got Smartwatch 3, pairing to that, got a buzz, paired, and that's pairing over. Doing a bit of an update, which will probably take a wee while. Dress up with watch faces. See, the annoying thing about Android Wear at the moment is, whilst it is a very stock affair, there's very little that actual manufacturers can do to it, and they tend to just keep it as a stock affair across the board. So what we are looking at here is more the build than anything else here. So this will act very much like my G Watch on here. As we can see, we have the smartwatch showing on the main screen and a choice of watch faces to use. Essential watch apps, and it's syncing all 25 apps that I use on my G Watch, so this will just look the same. Hopefully it'll run a little smoother. My G Watch was a bit slow. Okay.